will.
What's more dark than the things men do with free will? That's a really awesome beginning of a recording. If we are here because of duality and free will could be the darkest, could lead us to the darkest of the dark.
The darkest of, I think.
Right, get on the side of it.
Okay.
I
think for the universe to see its full light and love, it needs to have the contrast of the fullest darkness. And the fullest darkness can only be obtained if it's done by free will.
Yeah.
If it was forced to be dark, it really wouldn't be dark. It's the fact that we can choose not to and still do. That's the contrast to abundant love and life. No?
Yeah.
From the Zen Buddhist perspective, what's the purpose? Is it to be the contrast?
I think that the purpose is related to boredom.
The boredom of God,
of
consciousness?
Yeah. The boredom of eternal bliss and and pure love and consciousness. It would just be boring after a while.
So are we like the annoying tap of the finger of the cosmos sitting in his desk? Like, I have nothing to do. I have nothing to do.
Yeah, so we're doing this because, all right, so Alan Watts says this thing. He says it really well, and I want to be able to say it. I want to be able to paraphrase it. I hope the recording is good, because maybe I'll do it this time. But he basically says, like, way back when there were kings and queens, and they married each other to other kings and queens, or princes and princesses. They married their kids off. They would have to say, like, hey, paint me a picture of this potential suitor for my kid. So they would paint pictures.
Yeah.
And they realized that the portraiture would always be kind of more flattering than the actual person. So we started, figuring out ways to paint more realistically, and we developed stuff to communicate more and more, and eventually we developed photography and sound recording and movies, and we want more, so we want to experience it in 3D, and we want to experience it in virtual reality, and we want to experience it so much that we forget that we're not really there.
Yeah.
So, and Alan Watts, in him explaining it, he says, like, we want to be able to dance with the girl, and I want the girl to be able to respond to us, and we're kind of there, like, we're working towards that with video games and virtual reality and even artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And he said that it's all leading up to, wouldn't it be awesome to just forget that this isn't the real thing? That's how realistic we want it to be. And guess what? That's what we have. This what we wanted, which is to forget that this isn't real. So this could be all essentially a virtual reality, I guess is what he was saying, because it's what we all kind of looking for anyway. Are we already there, or are
we attempting to overload the physical senses in that sense to feel like something's real, to actually feel life?
I don't know.
Because if we're just if we're here because of boredom, which is actually a really good explanation. I didn't get it till you explained it. Like, our need for more.
Our need for something other than what is.
To grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for change, for novel. That's another thing, like a whole other kind of discussion about novelty. You know, that's monotony and predictability is maddening. Well, but then again, total chaos is as well.
Yeah.
Like this is novel for both of us.
So,
But it won't be after a while. You know, we can't come to this park and every Sunday because it would get boring.
yeah. Oh, I think the second time doing this would be boring.
Really?
I think it should be a different spot all the time.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I think it should be a different spot. Keep it fresh. Yeah.
Well, there was another oh, yeah, my other kind of theory or something I want to bounce off somebody is like, is God imagination? Is our imagination kind of the end all be all?
Yeah. Have you ever experienced a time that if you were by yourself, you would have been terrified, but because someone else is there, like you're not?
Yeah.
Like, if you were to watch a scary movie by yourself, you're way more scared than if
Right.
someone's there with you. If there's a real freaking monster coming, I don't think your friend's going to be even capable of helping you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, they're physically there. So something about them being there makes you more comfortable.
Right.
I feel that might be what God is. He's the security blanket, the feeling someone else is there to take care of you. The
But is it
feeling
imagined?
someone's got your back.
Is that imagined though?
I don't think so because of nature. I mean, nature's not concerned about if it's going to be taken care of. The world's not concerned if it's not going to keep moving. Just has that faith. If, say that, shoot, lost my train of thought. Shit, lost my train of thought.
I was going to shut it off here for a second. I'm going to see if it's